listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
I do so many shows a week now, I forget where I am. But I believe this is the SmackDown After Show.
Correct.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I'm Ric Drasin, and you know that.
Yes.
And
correct.
I will be for some time to come. Next to me is the luscious, gorgeous, magnificent, pretty, beautiful, intelligent, industrious, domestic.
Who paid you?
Patricia Summerland.
Hi, everyone.
And Patricia, who are these ugly mugwumps?
Oh my gosh, I love them. They're just they're so adorable.
I love them too.
They look so much alike, and they're just so cute, but they're so different.
They're cute
and
little
they're
troll
both
dolls.
equally as talented. Amazing.
One of these
Gifted.
shows, we're going to actually switch seats, so you're not going to really know which one's
And they're super funny.
Why
And
don't
he's
you-
wearing a jacket like I have.
Why don't you
Do you have
switch
a
faces?
jacket with the,
I have the same, don't I?
Do you have one with the heartogram logo
Oh my
on it
God.
like this?
No, no.
Well, then it's not the same
I
jacket.
have to get one, though. No.
Why don't you just
Have
switch
coffee.
faces?
I would never want to do that.
No. No, I don't think I would either.
Would you want to have a mug like that?
I have a mug like that in my kitchen.
With the hat or without?
Well, I guess we should get right into Booker.
Yeah.
Booker.
Da-na-na, na-na-na,
Right. His ponytail's rubbing off on everyone. I had to say that.
Is it?
There's a lot of people rolling that bun around in the back of their head like he is, if you notice.
I can roll your bun around.
Hey-o. From Miami, Florida.
Yes.
This week.
Yes.
From Miami.
The Rocks
These
Channel.
guys get all over the place. Jeez.
Yeah.
So he did a big show came out, right?
Yeah. He made his announcements
And what was that?
that anything Raw can do, SmackDown can do better. But I think what he was referring to was the AfterBuzz TV show.
I think so too.
Just kidding, Raw guys. Just kidding.
No, you're not. And I'm not serious about that. And we can do it better.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no question about it.
That's right.
Take
And-
notes, gents.
Yep.
It's like anything you can do, I can do better. Came from a movie years ago called Annie Get Your Gun, 1950s. I don't
Annie
think you
Get Your
guys
Gun.
knew that, but yeah, it's about she was a sharpshooter. And anything you can do, I can do better. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can.
And they have a song.
Yeah, it's a
too.
song. It's a song. Yeah, exactly. So that's where they got that line. So go on.
Well, then he announces that there will be a last man standing match
Yeah, that's a movie with Sean Penn.
between The Big Show and Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, he's got it.
Can't do that.
All right. I know. It's like
I can do it, so.
I can't do that.
Reminds me of my dog.
I can tie cherry stems, too.
Well, let's see.
Give me cherry.
Okay.
Then out comes The Big Show with no music this week,
Right.
by the way. So
Or no microphone either.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it looked good because it did not look pre-planned. It looked like he just
And isn't that what
Yeah.
I've been saying the past few
exactly.
weeks?
Yeah.
Are
Had
they,
his-
They're
are they watching
listening.
us?
I think so.
You guys are watching.
and
we love
listening.
you.
They're
Much
downloading on
appreciated.
iTunes. Is
Right.
what they're doing.
No entry music.
Right. No entry music. And he comes out and he puts down the Latino community because Miami is a big Latino community.
Sure.
And that he knew that would. I mean, they're trying to push maybe Del Rio face is my at this point is my guess.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
then he goes and gets a mic, comes into the ring and talks with Booker, and Booker tells him, "Do your job, dog." That's what he said. Verbatim.
How do you spell that dog?
D-O-double-G.
No, it's not.
D-A-W-G.
There you go.
Yeah.
Different
I
type of
stand corrected.
dog. Different type of dog.
There's egg on my face.
Okay, so go on.
Then he gets very upset with him, and then he grabs him by the throat, tells him he better change. Oh, and by the way, when the Big Show talks, he's a really juicy talker.
Yes, he
you
is.
notice that? I mean, you would need like a shield with
Yes.
windshield wipers on it, like
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H did
there's a
way
lot
back.
of saliva spreads
Yeah.
And he breaks out in sweat real quick.
Oh yeah, that boy sweats in the shower.
But I must interrupt real quick and just say he was great in Knuckleheads. I finally watched that movie.
So did I.
He's a good actor.
I watched it. You told me you saw it. I saw
As
it.
the Big Show.
Yeah.
It's called Knucklehead.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
in
not
it.
seen it yet.
Oh, you
I have
must.
not either.
He actually is a great actor.
Yeah, he was good.
He was excellent.
He
Why
was.
are your eyes so
That's-
wide when you said he was a good actor?
I'm excited.
You like that show?
I
He
do.
was in
I
that
like the
Christmas
Big
show
Show.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger way back in the day when he had long hair.
Huh, I don't know.
Yeah,
remember that.
there's all
Knucklehead
those
was
Santa
just-
Clauses, and he came out.
Oh, he
Our
did?
systems detect that a host has wandered off the
Oh,
subject.
No, we're
Okay.
talking about
No, we're
Big Show.
talking about Big Show.
we're
He's
talking
a
about
wrestler.
Big Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so go on.
Yeah.
So this brings out Alberto Del Rio to stop the attack from happening. And Alberto Del Rio chops him down and then drop kicks him out of the ring. And then Booker T pushes him back, and that's where we leave off. Big Show goes back up the ramp,
Yeah.
complaining and yelling and spitting
Yep.
while he's talking.
Yeah.
You know, then they bring out a towel, wipe down the ring, and wherever he spoke, they wipe that down, wipe up the ramp, and then the show starts again.
Yeah. There's a lot of juice floating around.
Yeah.
Well, then we went back in. We went into Orton and Cesaro, which I really like.
Yeah. Both of those, like Orton's a fantastic wrestler. Now I noticed that they each have 3 to 5 moves, and they know exactly when and where to use them.
Right.
So that's what separates them from so many other wrestlers. Well, I'm talking what separates them from indie talent is
No, I know.
that the indie talent just wants to do whatever moves whenever, but they have just a certain set, and when they do it, they put it in the right place. In every match, there's a different place that they actually put
It's
it
like
in.
putting a puzzle together.
Yeah,
You know where the pieces
Kind of,
fit
yeah.
and when they fit. And I noticed that Cesaro's just so good.
yeah, he is.
He really is. Yeah.
Is my brother going to say anything this show, or is he just going to
Yes.
sit there?
I did
Wait,
notice that Orton did sell the headbutt when he gave him. He headbutted him, and then he like recoiled for a second, shook his head. So he's listening to you as well, Rick.
Yeah, well, see, all the things I've been saying in the past is old school technology, and this is what it's about. I mean, obviously you're going to give a headbutt, you're going to feel it. If you
Right.
bump your head on the wall, you're going to feel it.
Unless, like we've said many times, unless you're Samoan.
The skull is the hardest part of the body. So when you give a headbutt, I was told yesterday by actually Don the Dragon Wilson, who's a kickboxer, you wanted to do a headbutt below the eyebrow line, because anything in the nose, the eyes, the cheek, and here with a headbutt is going to do damage. But if you do it to the forehead from another person, well, you're going to feel it just as bad as just hitting your
Exactly.
head against the same sort of object.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But everybody seems to do a lot of headbutts.
Yeah, I
There
noticed
was
that
a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot, yeah. But Antonio Cesaro had great hits in this. And,
He does.
And,
Oh, he's-
and they were equally almost matched up body to body type. But however, I think some of them, it didn't look as real just because they were almost matched up strength per strength
Yeah.
in that match. I thought it should have been more
What didn't look
powerful.
as real to you?
Well, for instance, when Cesaro, because he is a little bit smaller
Yeah.
than the Viper,
Yeah.
when he was hitting and punching, it seemed like Orton wasn't selling as
selling
he
as much.
should have as well, and Cesaro wasn't. The only thing there was the rollover that Randy did from the turnbuckle that I like.
The thing is with the
It was
selling,
awesome,
I mean, a
actually.
lot of guys, everybody seems to follow a trend. You know, year after year, something changes, people do it. They wear different shoes, they wear different shirts, and in the ring, they do what everybody else does. You've seen that in Indies.
Yeah.
So one person starts out doing something, and the guy's, I'm stealing that, I'm
Yeah,
using
exactly.
it, right? How many times you heard that? So down the line, people see things, and they're not selling it as a whole as they used to do years ago, right?
Yeah. Like a DDT was a finisher. Now
Yeah.
it's a placement move. You know, so many moves
Yeah,
now that were
that's what I
finishers
noticed.
before, just placement moves. They're
Yeah.
filler,
Yeah.
It's like
filler
a
moves.
snake.
Fillers, yeah.
Well, it's like the superplex off the top rope.
Yeah.
If someone did it one time, I don't remember who it was, and they got back up and started going again. Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, no.
That happens a lot
No.
lately. Yeah.
And I want to get on tables, ladders, and chairs, but I'll get that later because I have something to say about that.
Did anybody think that certain parts of that match seemed kind of rushed, like they're trying to fit some things in for the time frame?
I didn't notice that so much, did it?
Yeah, there's certain things that look they're trying to rush and going into things too quickly instead of taking the time to sell things. There's a couple, like 2 sequences that I noticed that they did that.
Yeah.
They did have some nice falls. I really liked Cesaro's toss-up uppercut.
Excellent.
Yeah, and you could just tell that they look like they get you in the face, but he lays them right on the chest every time.
He gave some good forms like that, too.
Yeah.
He gave 2 or 3 of them in a row.
Yes, he's very, very good at that. Very safe.
Yeah. If you're getting hurt, it's your problem.
Yeah.
Your head's not in the right spot, right?
I have a lot to say about the ending of it, though, which
okay, let's
I guess we're getting.
You talking about the Shield? Okay, come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I didn't really like that, the jump in and attack. Why? Why did they have to do that and ambush them? I mean, it was going to be a perfect ending, I think, between the two. Why did they have to go in and so interrupt?
Well, it made you mad, right?
Not really.
What
not
did it
me.
make you?
Maybe I thought it was not needed. It was ridiculous.
Well, it's annoying.
It's annoying. They're just sitting there pounding on Randy. Really?
Why? Where you leading with that?
No, I was just saying if it made you upset, then they did their job. But if it annoyed you, then...
It was annoying, because the 3-on-1, come on, that isn't even fair in reality. If you're on the street somewhere, would you say? No, I think it's just silly. They're utilizing him like that, especially with Randy the Viper.
Well, that's how they have to do it, because they're all cowards, so they do 3-on-1.
Very much.
I know it's a storyline, I know it's WWE, but in reality, if it was really sanctioned by the Athletic Commission with rules and regulations, those guys would be out.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad
security
you
would
agree with
rush
me on
them
that.
Security
before they
rush
even
them,
got
the
in.
referees rush them, and they get them out of there. You don't interrupt something according to law.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't do that in boxing. The Athletic Commission, boy, that'd
Like
be
the fan man, remember Fan Man back in the day? Yeah.
Or even in our matches, we always had security come in and say disqualified automatically, because that's the old school rules.
It
but,
is.
You know, I'm sorry, it just looks
But
really...
see, but WWE's changed the rules. Like you said many times, they bend the rules to suit themselves.
they go on as they go. They
Kind of
change
like
it.
Canadian rules, they make them up as they go, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
The 3 guys that are the Shield, and I can't ever remember all their names.
Seth Rollins,
Yes.
Rowan Reigns, and Dean Ambrose.
And Dean Ambrose.
He did his homework.
Yeah.
Reigns
Very
to
good.
me
Yeah.
is the it factor of the group.
Yeah, he's a breakout guy. If that disbands, I see him as the guy that they would probably.
He's got the
continue to
look,
use.
he's got the body, he's got the technique.
Absolutely.
The other 2 guys are very forgettable.
Yeah.
I mean, I facially, one has stupid hair.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, stupid hair.
Yeah.
And not to say that they can't wrestle, I guess they can, but there's nothing there that would drive me to want to go see them. Reigns has that look.
Yeah, he does.
He has that look.
Yeah.
And I could see them shooting him up somewhere. But
Shooting him up?
Shoot him up.
shoot him up. Sure. Like
That would be against the
like an old Western.
wellness policy.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Oh, we all shoot up. He shoots up. Trust me, he shoots up.
Yeah. So at the end of the match, Booker T was ready to strike. The Shield comes out and attacks him, and DQ finish.
Yeah.
Did you notice how the
Booker-
camera?
wait, Booker T?
No, I
No,
said
it sounded like you said Booker T.
Randy Orton
He
was
said
ready.
Booker T.
You
I
did
did.
say
That was
Booker T.
a
That's all right.
Freudian slip. Did you notice that whenever the Shield attacks, the camera pans up and down, so it makes it look like more devastating, like action's going on. It's smart.
Well, it's like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
reality
kinda,
show. Cameras are floating around all over the place, right? But what is the purpose? What's the end result of these guys? What are they going to do with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they're just
There.
throwing everything out there and saying, okay, well, does this work? Does this work? Does this work?
Well, it seems more like they're attacking Randy Orton now. But, it's starting to
I
become
don't
like a
know.
pattern. So they're probably going to try to work some sort of a situation with him and them. So.
The Shield wasn't on last week at all.
No, but it's
Yeah.
like New World Order. They did something with that.
Yeah.
Plus, they're not running in and getting everybody, so it seems like they're more focused now on their attack.
Yeah.
So
Once the Shield
That's
turns from
so
3
silly, though. I'm
to
sorry.
4 to 5 to 6 to 7, that's when it's gonna. That's when it dies.
Let's hope.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, I don't see it going
I hope not. I mean,
that way. Anyway, so then we had a promo, a 3-man band.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
The
so
Royal
tired
Rumble
of them.
with
terrible.
Sheamus.
terrible.
It seemed like it was it was
Terrible.
written word for word.
Terrible.
That's what
Yeah.
it seemed like.
Didn't it? Like I could see looking at a script and saying, "Okay, let's have
Right.
let's have Jinder Mahal right now say something about a drum," It's like it was totally scripted,
Yes.
and you could tell they went over that and went over it and went over it, and then when they did it, it looked exactly as it was scripted.
Yeah.
It was written. The entire promo was written. It was probably verbatim and just word for word.
Yeah.
And it was bad acting.
Yeah, I just
I don't blame
have a note
those
here that
guys.
it came on real quick and went off real quick, and it was dumb.
Yeah.
And then CM Punk. Yay! And about The Rock and
Wait,
my
where's he?
Rock is coming.
Wait a minute, we're not there.
His promo was right after
It was
that.
right after.
We're not done with this one yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I get excited
gotta
about
ream these guys
my Rock.
although he looked like him,
Oh, like Heath Slater? No, he looks like me.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Remember?
and he's okay in the ring.
Yeah.
But they're
I
using
just
him
don't-
like a rag doll boy.
Don't buy it.
No,
It's
buy
just
it.
terrible. It's
he's
just
getting chewed up and spit out.
awful. Like, welcome to Job City, fellas.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at one point, I mean, he was in the NXT and the whole situation that they had going on, and people were fearing him, and now he's kind of a joke. So
He's,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. No, they're not.
Well, they could have picked something better than three-man band.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a silly name for that. Three amigos.
yeah.
Like the movie.
yeah.
There's just too many of them again. It's like, again,
Yeah.
the 3MB, 3 out there, but 3
Well,
this,
okay.
blah, blah,
You've
blah,
got
blah.
the Shield,
Please.
three guys against
Come on.
three-man band.
There you go.
There's your match right there.
WrestleMania main event.
There's your match right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably do it now. All right, what was that, Trish, after that you said?
CM Punk doing the speech with
Yes.
Paul Heyman, holding his title belt.
I kind of fast forwarded to that because I'd seen it so much.
The Rock. Well, I paid really good attention because I love The Rock.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
It was very interesting because it was a promo shot in what stadium is that? No, it's not the Orange Bowl anymore because the Orange Bowl
No,
has
it wasn't the
been
Orange Bowl.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which he did make a comment
Sunlight
on
Stadium, I believe it's where the Hurricanes play.
that. Yeah.
So it's really neat to have them walk down the field,
Yes.
see all the seats. It was very well done.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to see a promo or see wrestlers taken out of their element.
Yes.
And let them do something because to me that makes the show more
more
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like seeing candid shots places, when like TMZ or something like that, who catches you somewhere doing something where you're out of the element, it's more interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah,
more
of
interesting.
course.
If they could do the cameras behind the scenes like they do at WWE without being scripted and that the cameras were really running, you'd see the guys back having coffee and donuts and stuff.
I know.
It would be entertaining for people to see that. And years ago when they used to have, they don't have so many wrestling magazines anymore, like Wrestling News
Yeah,
and
I
all
remember
those.
those. Yeah.
Going to
Yeah.
the liquor store, they used to have 2 or
Yeah,
3.
yeah, I was in them, and there were candid
And
shots
ours.
of people all around the United States who you didn't see, and yours.
And Glow Magazine. Yeah.
And it was more fun because you saw pictures that you wouldn't normally see of these guys.
You'd see one of the Moondogs all bloodied up.
Yeah. Yeah, but see
Hangman
how
Bobby
Jaggers.
WWE has the only wrestling magazine now?
I think so. I know
think
Pro
there's
Wrestling
a couple
Illustrated is still
others.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they still have that.
But
It's not
There's-
as.
Yeah.
It's more of a more either online or specialty. It's like you don't see it everywhere like you used to.
Yeah, you used to be able to walk into 7-Eleven or any liquor store and
find it.
Yeah.
There would be.
I
there would
think
be that.
Ralph's and the Ralph's.
I think all those things are online now.
stands.
Oh, if it was
you
at
can
Ralph's,
get-
we would know.
That's right.
Okay, now we got a schmoz match coming up.
I thought this
Oh,
was
this is
great. I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
Did you hear that about Kathy Bates of WWE? I thought that was hilarious with AJ being Kathy Bates. Little nutty.
Oh, she's nutty.
Oh, well, they played it this way. It was excellent, I thought. Yeah, Tyson. Yeah.
Right? Like when I saw like it said Dolph and AJ, and I was like, oh, cool, mixed tag.
Yeah.
And then they went to the commercial, and usually I fast forward through the commercials, but for some reason I think I was writing notes, so I didn't fast forward. And then right when I look up, I see Khali in the ring, and I was like, Dolph better have his working boots on. I was just thinking, how could this be good? How could it be remotely good? So I was actually I was interested in watching, but
He
I wanna hear
literally
what you
walks
wanna
like he's
say.
on stilts.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
that
Yeah.
poor leg that
His
turns
movement, I
out.
mean, it's
Well,
like,
he needs hip displacement
And they're
surgery,
destroying
I
him in there.
believe, and it's sad,
He
you
does.
guys.
They're
Yeah.
destroying him in there. They're just destroying him.
But he's doing it what he can do. I give him props. We love you, Callie.
Yeah, we do, but I
Hey.
feel bad for him.
Yeah, he just does chops now and throws those like tomahawk chops to the head, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much all.
That's
his,
all he
That's
can
his
basically
entire
do.
repertoire.
Yeah.
Because if he
He's-
took any lands or falls, he'd be really.
Well, he
into
does.
it.
a
He
little
did,
bit.
actually.
He does a
At
little
the
bit.
end, but we're not there yet.
Hurts.
No, but
Hurts.
he's just their token giant,
yeah.
and it's too bad because the guy obviously hurts.
Well, I think the music too. People get into his theme and like him and the Hornswoggle, and people they'll pan to the crowd and people will be dancing. I think that's kind of what they're trying to play off of more so. Just that gimmick than his wrestling, because his matches are just you just feel bad seeing him out there because you could just tell he's in pain.
They should have him do something else then. Yeah, not the wrestling.
Like be a manager.
If you're gonna have a Hornswoggle, then have 3 other midgets.
When I didn't even see Hornswoggle, was he out there the entire match?
No, he just appeared.
He just came out.
He just appeared, but
like magically, Chris Angel made him like just
right. That's almost that little guy you almost can with all the giants in there. But Langston must have listened because you weren't shining sweat, honey. You looked pretty good. I didn't see it dripping.
No.
Oh no, they listened. He
Wait,
listened.
who are you talking about?
Well, we were talking
Big E Langston.
How he's always
He
wet
came
and
out
sweaty.
dry.
Right,
And he was dry that time.
Yeah, he looked better.
He brought a towel with him this time.
Something.
They toweled them off. The same people that had to towel off the floor where the Big Show was speaking.
Same towel.
Same. Oh, yeah, that sweat was put on him, and then some.
The only good thing about this match was, AJ, like just the very end when she did the
it's a monster.
Whose move did that? She
that's
Natalia.
Marufuji's Japan.
Mount Fuji or Mount Fuji.
Marufuji is a Japanese wrestler.
Oh yes.
He does that flipping move.
Okay,
Brian Kendrick also does that as well.
Sliced bread.
Which move?
Where she runs out the turnbuckle, she has her in like a 3/4 face lock, and then just does a backflip.
Oh yeah,
Backflip,
sure.
I thought
the way she got off of it, and she was crawling on her hands and knees, and her shirt was up in her bra. I feel right now like Brent Mushburger commenting on AJ McCarron's girlfriend on the Alabama game. But wow.
Oh, you saw that? That was some
nice bite to the knees, though. I mean, but
the girls wrestling wasn't
real
very
quick.
good.
No. It was real quick.
Neither was the guys.
No, but
a few bites and you're done.
I was watching their punches and they weren't even coming close.
What punches?
Well, they had punches over the head.
That's what I mean. It was terrible.
They were bad.
And Ziggler was trying to bump too, but just there's only so much you could do to bump big for him, you know.
But I figured the girls would mix it up a little bit better. And then she's biting her.
No, she's biting her now. So they turn into a little Tyson. That's exactly what she's doing. It's like, why bite the knees, AJ? Come on. Get your wrestling back. You're a good wrestler.
I think that match could have been left out.
Yeah, I think so. Or just have AJ like dance around for a little bit and then we're done.
And then Hornswoggle, I mean, Langston takes him out. That's it. Lifts him, drops him, done.
Yeah.
But really, why? Like, you can't feel sorry for the guy because why would he come in there knowing that everybody was knocked out?
Yeah.
And then he comes in the ring like, I'm going to help out now.
Yeah.
So, like, what point was that? It's like, you know what's going to happen. It's like, you know what's going to happen.
You know why he got knocked out and sent out of the ring?
What is that?
Hornswoggle? Because he had to get down and listen to iTunes.
Oh, yes.
That's probably
right.
why.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's the guy that they tell at WWE, you get on iTunes and you download AfterBuzz SmackDown and listen to their ideas. Because we're going to change it next week because everything they've said we've done and we've come up with some good things. Those guys come up with good stuff, but we're not going to give them credit.
Right.
So if you go to iTunes and you click on it and comment and rate us, it's going to go to WWE because they like what we're saying. And all you got to do is tell a friend. It only takes a minute. And next time you do that, watch WWE do exactly what we're saying because they've been doing it week after week after week. And that's on iTunes, brother.
Yeah. Brother. Start charting that down to what we said and then what we did.
Chart it down and watch the following weeks because every week after week after week that we've said this on iTunes, you see WWE following suit doing exactly what we've said.
Yes.
We are their counselors out here and we're on iCloud.
To us.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Agreed.
What a great segue that was.
It was. But
that was perfect. Back to
what
Hornswoggle.
we're talking about is Hornswoggle got Big E Langston's finisher put on him that he's been doing to John Cena, and all I'm saying is I didn't feel bad one bit. It's like he deserved it. No. He deserved it for being in there. So
kick the little mutt in the butt.
Even as a kid, I would be like, I wouldn't have gone in there. I mean, an 8-year-old would have said, "Nah, I'm going to sit out here, let those guys do their thing, and then leave it." And did you notice how Biggie Langston starts like licking his fingers like it was dinner?
know. Because that's what AJ was doing as well after she bit Natalia. So it was like a pickup from that. But it just doesn't look right when he does
You know what
it.
came after that?
It's
they both came down with the flu.
Oh,
gotta wash your hands. That's the first place you get the germs. All right, are we done with that?
Yeah, we're done.
Because I want to go on to The Rock.
Yay!
But you can't go onto The Rock without the continuation of CM Punk's promo.
All right, then do that.
Oh,
This is the continuation of the same promo. Before he put the jersey on and ended it saying that The
His
Rock can never
football
come
jersey.
home because the
Ooh.
Orange Bowl has been torn down.
yep.
And this time, actually, Paul Heyman got to speak a little bit. I really think it's great how Paul Heyman, a lot of people say, CM Punk doesn't need anybody.
I like him.
But it's like he adds so much just by standing back there and just holding the belt up
belt,
and keeping that same face the entire
Yeah.
time.
He's an asset.
Yeah, he definitely is.
You're
An
just-
ass and
and you're
ass.
just an ass. Sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it was great.
at first, like I commented that CM Punk's promo wasn't, he's done better. It was okay. It was like middle of the road. But then once I realized it was a continuation, I thought it was really good. A really good like segue into what you wanted to say. The
I
Rock.
think CM Punk does great promos.
Yeah, I do too.
Every bit of it. It's all believable. It all
yeah,
makes sense.
he comes across really well.
He certainly does.
He really does.
Content
Yeah.
is always strong. I mean, it's always
Very.
like direct and to the point. It makes you think about what he said because the way he correlates it with whoever he's
Mm-hmm.
working the promo with.
And with The Rock, you almost have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do. You can tell
You have to
he's-
put your A game on.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah. I want a
Lisa
T-shirt,
smiling at
Rock.
me.
Yeah, I want a T-shirt. Just bring it,
All right,
T-shirt. Don't
okay.
forget me, okay? Because I love you.
All right.
All right.
You tell me the same thing.
Oh, yes. I got your shirt, so I
Yes,
guess
you
it
do.
works.
So then you really do love me. The Rock has the best promos ever.
Yes.
Very good.
The Rock returns to SmackDown, which is a show that was created from his catchphrase.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people know that, but thunderous ovation. Like, I mean, Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan was actually in the crowd. Did you guys see him?
No.
I
Yeah.
thought, was that really him?
No.
Thank you. But guess
no,
who
I
was?
didn't see
Flo Rida.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It did look
Yeah.
like a cross between Hulk Hogan
one of my
and our
favorites.
older brother Mark.
Well, Rock's promo, I mean, there's a lot to remember out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And I know a lot of this is off the top of his head, or unless he has a photographic memory. But he was right on, so good to presenting himself. I mean, I just soon hear that from him than watch him wrestle. I don't care to watch him wrestle.
Yeah.
It's just let him
He's
do his
flawless.
promos.
He's flawless.
Yeah, flawless. Flawless promo.
Yeah. The Rock has like the ever present it factor.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
there is none better than him. He could you're drawn to every single word he does, and for as long as they did that promo, not once was it boring.
No.
No.
Not once did you go, oh come on, let's hurry
Fast
through
forward
this.
through
Yeah.
it.
Now you
anything
stand
like
up
that.
and
Yeah.
you take attention.
Yeah,
and
it's like-
that's what he.
His timing is perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely. He commands, he gets it, and the audience loves it. He's the people's choice, and that's why he's the people's choice.
People's Choice was a show back in the 1960s.
I do remember that.
It actually was.
Isn't there a people's choice
and
dinner
there was a-
meal too?
and there was a
Something,
dog
diet
involved.
choice.
Sandow and Rhodes were great with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Always
did the two
funny.
questions, and let me ask you something,
I
Yeah,
like
that was
that when he said he'd slap the caterpillar off of his
was
his
that
face
funny?
into the 13th
That's what it looks
row.
like.
Yeah, it's funny is
It's
you could actually
ridiculous.
hear the announce team laughing under their breath, but you could still pick it up
That's funny.
because they're just as into The Rock as
Yeah.
all the
Oh, yeah.
fans watching.
Yeah.
All the wrestlers are probably in the back, just like all the wrestlers when The
laughing,
Rock
yeah.
comes out there, the wrestlers become fans.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Because
All
he's
around the
he's
monitor
that
back
good.
there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think he doesn't. That isn't scripted. That
I
is
don't think
him
it
as
is.
True
No,
Blue
There's no way it could
going
be.
off, and it's great.
He's just very quick, kind of like me.
Yeah. Wait, what
He's
do
very
you mean quick?
intelligent. Actually, he really is.
Yes.
He's very sharp.
Yeah, he went to high school. but Cody Rhodes and that mustache, he should not have a mustache.
No.
Caterpillar, I get that.
it
That's
looks
so
like
funny.
Caterpillar.
They're probably doing
All I
it
have to do is crawl over a little bit,
They could sell those. Probably that's why he's the guy that they picked. So now they could start selling because mustaches are getting popular. Selling they have baby. What are those? The pacifiers, but it's a mustache.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
now they
yeah.
probably want to
They do
pick
have
up on
those.
that trend. So they said,
probably
"Hey,
sell-
Cody, grow a mustache."
No, they'll sell pet caterpillars, caterpillar food.
Yeah.
Are you drawing your finger and you hold it like this? That's what they're doing now too on the internet.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah.
That's a lot
It's
of
a
girls
big
like to
thing.
do
I can't
that.
do that.
Oh, yeah,
I get
that's-
half a mustache.
They made a viral thing, It's
Well,
like,
anyway,
okay.
that was just a terrific promo.
Yeah.
Went
Yeah.
a long time, and I wasn't the least bit bored.
No,
Normally I
it
fast
could have gone
forward.
on the rest of the show as far
Yeah.
as I was
Yeah,
concerned.
it definitely
It was
made
that
its
good.
point, and it was that was a masterpiece. No question about it.
Yeah, it took me back to like the days when wrestling was good and funny and entertaining and enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
And it took me back. I became a fan too. I was watching as a fan.
Yeah.
I would laugh when he said the caterpillar thing. I was like I LOL'd.
Yeah.
Laugh out loud.
Well, all of us at one point had to be fans before we got into wrestling.
Yeah.
That's just part of what we do. You're a
Yeah,
fan of something, and you
exactly.
become a participant. And then if you make money at it, it's a profession, and if you do it part-time, it's a hobby.
Yes.
So.
And then, of course, The Rock just simply took him out. Stand out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like nothing in Rhodes,
It
done
was good
by.
though how he played and said, "Wait, let me ask you a question."
Yes.
Was that good?
And then the way he worded it, and he goes, "Oh, that would be rock bottom," and it almost took the crowd a second to get it. You know,
Yes.
like,
Right?
you
Yeah.
could just hear the anticipation, then you hear the because they know what's coming. So I mean, it was
that
done really
timing
well.
was
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
That was really, really the best part of the show.
It was.
Yeah.
It was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
on
have
that
to
alone,
say.
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Well, I mean, the Kali
Yeah.
match is going to probably bring things
Oh, no, those things will bring it down.
and the next match is going to bring things
No, the
down.
next
Right.
match was my all-time
Oh.
worst match, favorite worst match. Sheamus and three-man band, and it was a quick match.
Oh, so quick!
Three
it was a
on
blink of
one.
an eye was over.
Now, how are you supposed to push
Slater.
anybody
Your
when you do
lookalike.
a
There he goes.
when
Where'd
you
he
do
go?
a 3-on-1 handicap match, and it's a squash?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to elevate that team? Nobody's going to believe they'll
No.
win the Royal Rumble. No one's going to believe they're going to win any match. You could put them in with anybody. No one's going to believe anything.
Right, you destroyed them
And,
already.
like,
Yeah.
they're already like just they already lost before they even
They're
came out.
dead to me now.
Yeah, pretty much. He didn't have a.
And they
a
took my
chance.
shoes,
Yeah,
my
And my
glasses.
So
but that
I
was
have
real
them.
quick. It was over.
Thank you, Saul.
And Sheamus is the man. Okay. Yeah.
But you know,
Right.
it took for that match. It probably took them longer to get their boots and their gear
Tied up.
on
Oh,
than
I
it did for
agree.
the entire match. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
including entrances.
Well, yeah, to get to the ring.
Well, I've seen
Not
people
the-
suit up for a match, and they'll do a tag team, and they'll stand there, and they'll come in 30 seconds. That's the end of the night. They don't even sweat.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
even shower after that.
Easy
You don't
money.
need to.
That
None
for
of you
that
guys
match.
shower anyway.
Well, someone didn't shower today.
Anyway, it was like,
Yeah, that's it.
it was
it's
quick and done, and that was the end of
Over.
it. There's nothing even to say about it. It was bad. I don't know why they even had that in there. They
We
could have
talked
done
longer than the match was on, so
Yeah.
They could have thrown a girls' match in and had a nicer thing
Yeah.
going on.
You can do a few bites, yeah.
Well, no, they had
Bring AJ
decent
back
enough
to-
girls that could put on a match. You know, they could have had Snuka's daughter again.
I was just gonna say that they should have done that to
Yeah.
Elevator.
Yeah, they had
It was
her-
actually
have a
really
match.
Who
good.
took the elevator?
I did.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I mean, she's good enough. Like the other week when I saw her, that they should have brought her back. They did once, and then you forget about her. Bring her back again.
Yeah,
last
they'll
night.
bring her back like in two weeks, or they'll put her on Raw, like so we forget about her on SmackDown.
I enjoyed her a lot. I
Yeah.
thought she was really good.
She was.
Okay, so we got Primetime versus Team Hell No.
Yep.
Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars.
Like seeing this on paper, I was like, let's see where this goes. But I wasn't really disappointed. I thought it was short enough to where it was. They kept it short enough to where it was still interesting. Like
Yeah.
those guys, the primetime players, are just not the caliber right now of Dan O'Brien and Kane.
No.
So the best thing you can do as a veteran is not have them out there long enough where you expose them, and they didn't. They kept the match short, and
Yeah.
it made sense, and they used teamwork to win.
Dennis O'Neill's the bald guy, right?
Yes, he is the bald guy.
That guy
yes.
goes,
No.
"Arr, arr, arr."
He's great though. He's in great physical shape and he's a monster.
Have you ever
but,
have you ever checked your sleeve length? You know what it is?
yeah, I know I have a long arm
I know
of the
you do.
law.
I know. So what do you think it is?
Super long.
34?
I think it's 35.
Yeah,
in
mine's 30.
modeling, they had.
Mine's 35 as well. What's yours? Like 28?
Probably 26. No,
I would venture to say his has got to be at least 41.
oh yeah, he's got a long arm.
Oh, yeah.
His knuckles drag on the ground when he walks.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
He's got the longest arms when he throws punches.
He does.
I mean, they're just like real long arms.
Yeah,
Which is great for the business.
Yeah.
He's got a good body. I mean, the guy's in good shape. And I'd rather see
I have a
him-
new gimmick for him.
What?
the long arm of the law.
Wait a minute, I just said that. I can't take still my words.
No, if he's working Monday night, they'll call him the long arm of the Raw.
Oh, that's
there
a
you go.
good one.
Somebody chart that.
Yeah,
Right.
you'll see it.
Oh, also, what's going on with Daniel Bryan's knee?
Oh.
It's his right knee. Like, he did the moonsault and supposedly it gave out. I wonder if he actually had an injury and they're trying to work this into the storyline or
Wait a
something.
minute, they worked the right knee.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
his right knee. He had it all like bandaged up. Usually, you know, because if they're going to work it, it would probably be the left instead of the right.
What do you
so-
mean probably? That's rule of thumb.
Yeah.
See,
That's rule
see
of
what I
thumb.
got to deal with here, Rick?
It would be the left, and they worked the right knee. And I remember watching that. I said, why do they keep going for the right leg? Nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
I'm
good,
everything.
you get a little
is on
choked
the
up
side.
over it?
Sure did.
You got to stop smoking.
No, I'm coming over that flu that everybody got.
yeah, it's
I got
breathing.
from
It's
him.
probably
There's a
breathing-
real deadly one
probably
going
choking,
around
breathing
right
his
now. Let's
breath.
hope we don't get that one.
It was a bad-
Right? Yeah, I think everyone's
So,
getting re-sick with
Why
that.
the
but
right leg? I mean, what's the deal?
Probably really hurt.
That's, yeah, I
And-
think he really does have an injury, probably, for sure.
And so we're supposed to know that.
Well, the way he reacted to it, even though he did I don't know, that flying off the third turnbuckle was amazing. What do you call that anyway?
The
for
double
me?
knees that he did?
The knees to the
Yeah.
chest on both of them, they were now.
Yeah.
That was great. That was flawless, by the way, Daniel. Good.
Yeah. I like the way they used teamwork to win.
Yes.
And it's a tag team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though they're supposed to be this
Poor
like
Darren.
incoherent team, they work together. So, that was good. Good enough.
Why
All
you-
right.
I'm not looking over there. You were looking over there, so I said
looked there,
looking
and
over
you guys
there.
looked with me. It's like,
Yeah, I know.
if I go like this, you guys look up there.
He would.
So the match was, it was all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was all right.
Now we come down to Big Show and Del Rio.
Fight.
Yes.
Main event.
Yep.
Yeah.
Main event
Ooh,
time.
this was good.
It was actually a really good match.
This was good.
Yeah.
Very good.
The highlight of the whole
A few
show.
commercials in the middle of it, but
It was good. Besides the Rock.
Del Rio looked so convinced and happy when he got the belt. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a true meaning of something. For once, I've seen it. You know.
Well, you see how easy it can be to turn someone from heel to face, like in one night.
Started
practically.
at the beginning with him putting down all the Latins,
Yeah, and then he comes.
which they hated him.
Yes.
And then you bring the Latin babyface out, or make him a babyface because he's fighting the guy that they hated, and so now he's the babyface.
Exactly.
Right.
And it
then-
happens that quick.
Instant babyface. The crowd was chanting his name.
Oh, they were. Yeah.
Plus, the good thing, too, the way they built the match. I mean, they were getting up at like 4 or 5, and then the last couple times, I mean, Del Rio barely made it. So, I mean, they built the drama with that.
Yes.
Build up was great.
No, at the very end, you mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
yeah.
was very good.
I liked
And the tables and the chairs.
the
was
weapons of mass
excellent.
destruction when Big Show hit him with it, and you thought it was over then, and he
Yes.
rolled out onto the floor. I mean,
Yes.
because for him to get up from that wouldn't really make sense because it's like
No.
you're supposed to be like knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like he kind of fell, and when he fell, he landed on the floor. Really, really brilliant when they
Didn't,
did that.
What's his face come home and put water in his face?
Yeah.
After that, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
So he brought him back, which made sense.
Yes.
Got to bring him back up a little bit and make him alive again.
Yeah.
I
but-
did think he would get more involved as far as like maybe taking something to buy Del Rio some more time. I thought something like that might have happened.
Yeah.
But it was still played out, well.
played
It was
real
good.
well.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
You know,
believable.
Yeah, he
They
left
both
him laying
were.
there and got back into the ring, and that was great.
And I
it was-
noticed Big Show's arm was really getting knotted up. Did you notice that from the stair? That he kept tossing it and coming at him on his, I believe, was his right left arm was
His
really.
left arm.
Was it?
Yeah, did you notice that? It was getting knotted up and really getting hit.
Oh,
You could
no.
see it getting swollen, and he had knots from the hits. I noticed that.
I didn't see that. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
funny
I did
thing
notice
is,
him shaking it off and selling it
they're,
from the hang
Well, let's.
arm.
Oh yeah,
bars.
yeah.
they are aluminum steps. Say that fast 5 times.
Aluminum.
Say toy boat fast 5 times.
No.
Go.
No, it doesn't matter.
But they can't be that light. I wouldn't imagine because they're not moving
They're not real
when they.
heavy. They're aluminum, and they're
Yeah,
not
in
real
the
heavy.
middle range, but,
They're
still.
they're bulky and awkward.
In other words, they're not breakaway. It's real.
I like the way the Big Show picked it up with ease, and Del Rio, when he picked it up, he struggled with it and made it look like it was heavier than it was.
right.
Very, very smart.
When he ran into the post, though, he hit his head in the middle of it
Yeah, that's what supposedly what.
because you
what-
couldn't see it.
Yeah, it had him turn the tide. That's what was supposed
No,
to
I
happen.
know that, but
so.
you couldn't actually see him do it. When I
No,
replayed it, I said, what did he actually do? Because I couldn't tell. But obviously that was why.
Yeah, really, really good. I mean, just psychology-wise, is really, really good.
Yeah, he had to hit him with it 3 times, tip the table over on him to get him to stay down. I mean,
That was a good drop kick into the table. by
And
the
he
way.
also
Big Show. Yeah,
sold,
when he kicked-
like Del Rio was so good at selling, he sold lifting that table over the top of him. When you could see it's a hollowed out table with monitors on it. It's not like it's a, 400 or 500 pounds, but he made it look like it was.
Yeah.
So a lot of people believed it.
Well, those tables aren't real
did.
light. They're not real light.
No, there was
No.
some girth to that table, I would
Yeah,
say.
they got some weight
and,
to it.
and,
Like to
yeah.
pick it up, but to push something over is a lot easier. You could tip a cow over,
Sure.
but you can't pick a cow up.
No.
So it was like the same.
And what about Del Rio's sleeper hold? Was excellent too. When he had
like
him in
his
the sleeper.
forearm looked like it was actually on his throat because he's just such a big guy.
And he was
you know?
turning red.
Yeah, he was.
I
No, it
loved
was-
that moment. out of the
that was
whole
great
match.
selling by the Big Show to
Excellent.
make himself turn red like that.
Excellent. And they held it for a
She
bit.
believes
You know why? He just thought that he just
I
thought about
love
something
it.
really embarrassing. That's why.
That's how he sold
No,
it.
that was a good. That was really good. They both did well on that, and they sell well on that
Did you
move.
enjoy your hot dog and popcorn during that show?
I sure did.
Okay,
This
good.
time, I was just anxious because I got to see Rock. I got to see his body again. Yeah. Oof.
Now he actually had his shirt on the whole time.
Oh yeah, well he did. But they showed little excerpts from back. I don't know when
He's,
they
he's in
came out
great
with
shape.
that. Oh yeah.
His body's changed a lot over
He
the
should
years.
have put the shirt off.
He
too,
just did
Rock.
that movie
Are
about
you guys missing? You're
bodybuilding.
fast forwarding some of it. I know. I didn't miss it.
I have a question though. Are we done with that match? Because I have something about that match.
Yes, I believe we're until we announce the new world heavyweight champion is Alberto Del Rio. New champ.
Boy, that was good.
Yes, it was a very good match. Very, I was intrigued the entire time.
There's a lot of those in there.
Everybody
Yeah.
throws clotheslines. Yeah.
Too many there.
But I have a question about
Yes.
the tables, ladders, and chairs.
Okay.
Where did this all come from?
The Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
Right. On ECW?
No, it was
Didn't they
WWE.
originate on ECW?
Well, originally, yeah, they would always do this
All right.
stuff.
So you're going back to old school for a minute, and somebody picks a chair out of the audience and they hit a guy with it. Maybe once, maybe twice. That's it for the whole night, one chair shot, right? People go crazy. They say, oh my God, he hit him with the chair. He gets disqualified. The athletic commission bans him from the ring, and that's the end of it, which works for me. Then all of a sudden, I heard
Did
that.
you hear that?
Yeah.
I was trying
What
to.
was that? What you
I was swallowing my water. My
sitting there, I
throat
heard
hurts.
that.
So I'm,
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, then they take it to, well, everybody's going to start hitting with chairs. And one night they had 22 chair shots on somebody, right?
yeah, that was Sheamus on the Big Show. yeah.
Okay. It's overdone.
But very overdone.
It's overdone. I'm done with it. I don't like it. Now, going through a table. Maybe years ago, the announcers were sitting ringside. The guy went over and he hit the table broke. It was an accident, but it happened. Or maybe it wasn't an accident. And then someone got the bright idea, oh, we'll have tables under the rings, and we'll pull tables out all the time now. We'll use them for everything. Has nothing to do with wrestling. It's not part of wrestling.
No.
You guys are going to hate me for this, but this is where it comes from. It isn't part of what we do in the ring. Now it's a big part of it. All right, then the ladder.
Yeah, I mean, since when,
I had to
right?
get up and change the light bulb, and someone fell off. Somebody fell off the ladder, and they said, "Wow, did you see that? He took a bump in the ring, didn't get hurt,
It's
and he changed that
never-
bulb. Let's put the belt up there, and then we'll have a guy fall, and they can knock the ladder over and be part of a match." So all this has culminated into this. And if you go way back in time, with Steve Austin driving a car in the ring, they poured cement in Vince's car. You know, he drove an ambulance, he drove a motorcycle, he drove a dump truck. I mean, all this became part of wrestling. Come on. It's just to get all you guys to watch these little things.
The Attitude Era is what they're calling it.
Yeah,
back
of
then.
course.
I mean, we had gimmicks like that. We had the barbecue that came out. Chainsaw and Spike would bring out certain, you know, we
A
had
barbecue?
we had a barbecue where
Oh, they cooked
we
the
were-
wrestler.
Yeah,
oh, did
we
they?
were,
How was it? Was it
Well, all of us
raw?
got-
You know what she said?
really, all of us were
They cooked
put
her
in that
at the river. She
barbecue.
says, what she said? I think I'll have a ball.
Right, I know, but we use certain gimmicks, you
Yeah.
know, and that's great. And,
It is
you
good,
know,
but chairs and ladders and chairs and tables are overdone.
yeah.
It's
Well,
just
they did slow it down quite a bit because a lot of the guys back then were getting injured. There's so many neck injuries back then. So many guys were on the shelf.
Yeah, don't we know?
So they really had to slow that down because of the injuries. I mean, people like those matches, but I mean, when you look at that, when Jeff Hardy did the swanton off that like 30-foot ladder, 20-foot ladder, 20-foot ladder,
Give or take 10, yeah.
well. Then what should happen is those things should all be taken out of wrestling and put over here as watch these amazing stunts
Yeah,
rather than amazing wrestling because it's not part of wrestling. Well, I'm telling you.
But yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's a stunt show.
Yeah, it brought stunts. Like you have to be a wrestler, you have to be an actor,
It's an
you have to be
entertainment
an
show,
athlete.
though. We have to,
Now you have to be
True.
a stunt person.
That's right. It's all part of it.
but it's entertainment.
But anyway, overall, it was a decent show.
Oh, very good.
I'll give it a 6.538.
But that's it, huh? What? Wow, I can't top that now. Okay, fine.
Why? You got double stars there.
I get, Viva Del Rio. Now I was going to do that, Del. You go for it.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No, because I'll spit all over this mic. It will be saturated. I'll look like
Same
Big
guys will
Show.
come out with the towels.
Rio.
That's so well.
I do.
That was good.
Maybe I should be his ring announcer, his Wedo ring announcer.
Actually, I'd like to take
Yeah.
Stephanie Mann's job. Did you hear that, Stephanie?
One day she'll
I'll
give it up.
switch with you.
She'll hire you.
You come here, I'll go there.
Will you date Triple H too?
Oh, if I got to do, a girl's got to do what she's got to do.
I knew that was
All
coming.
right.
All right. Well,
Just kidding.
I think we've wrapped that up. So, Patricia,
Yes.
you just did Actors E, which you were great on. I just got some feedback
Thank you.
from some people that saw it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
some people, important people, that really liked it. And
Good.
so,
Did you guys watch?
I did not see it yet. No.
Really?
well,
I was drinking water.
See if we come to your show.
they can catch you. They can catch you on ActorsEntertainment.com.
Yes, you can,
Click
and-
on Patricia Summerland, and she was.
That's right, and glowsunnygirl.com. And buy my Playboys if you see it on there. And buy pictures, photos, T-shirts. Rick's T-shirts too. We're all, and the Ballard brothers. We're all in
Oh,
one.
I'm getting to this. Hold
We're
on.
the community iTunes.
Brother.
And you?
And me, I gave it a 7.5.
Did you? Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
much higher. There's
Okay.
two matches. I would have given it a 9, but those two matches brought it down.
Yeah.
So otherwise it would have.
I give it a 10 real fast, just for the rock. Yes, I'm done.
Such a woman. And
Yeah. I actually gave it an 8. I gave it an 8 this week.
Wow.
Which is like, really, I'm always the guy that gives it the low score, but I was thoroughly entertained.
you know where they got
Which match? You didn't say?
All of them, even
All of them.
even the bat. Well, minus the Sheamus 3-man band one, but the Kali one, it always makes me laugh because I'm wondering what Rick is saying. So it
Well, because
entertains.
I'm
Plus
the-
AJ was on it.
And
Yeah.
AJ and the biting girl.
But I'm the one that has. I have the Richter scale.
Yeah,
so that's how we know that.
Clean the skin out of your teeth.
So we're
Yeah.
going to find you.
January 25th, we actually picked a show finally. We're going to be on the Dragon's Gate pay-per-view for Vendetta Pro Wrestling. That's in Santa Maria, California.
Nice.
And do you want to send a shout out? I'm going to take a page out of his book because he always says hi to someone watching. I'm going to say hi to Mary Balestrino. She's watching
Hi.
from Ohio. Very good.
That's
for-
so gay.
Ohio.
That's
It
so
is
gay.
gay. I took it from him.
Ohio,
All
but
right,
we
listen.
like you if you're in Ohio. That's
In
cool.
2 weeks, I got a surprise for everybody. We're going to have a guest on here who's very well known, training people on the East Coast. He was a wrestler. He's got a good name in pro wrestling. It's Les Thatcher. And he's a big shot. And he's going to be our guest on the 27th of this month. He'll be out here for a few days. He wanted to come on AfterBuzz and talk to everybody. So we'll have some definite opinions about schools, wrestling, SmackDown, old school, all that. Our lives parallel pretty much. He sent me an email. He says, Rick, I saw your award. He says, we really parallel with what we do. And it's true. So I'm looking forward to that. I also have a new shirt for Rick's Corner, which you can see. Which will be on my website, rickdrasin.com and rickscorner.com. And then tomorrow I'll be on Actors Entertainment. I'm interviewing a Asian model from Asia. ActorsEntertainment.com. And so thank you for watching SmackDown After Show. Stay tuned now for Old School Wrestling, and we'll be back next week and do the same old sort of thing again.
But
From
bigger and better.
2 weeks, he'll be on the
Executive
couch.
producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
I'll buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.